That's another thing that I've noticed you've always been able to do, because you've worked with some of the greatest artists of our time, and you've also taken the time to put into unestablished artists that you believed in. You know, like, I mean, you executive produced Summer Walker.
Yeah.
Her first successful Highland Star. I mean, I remember when you called me and you was like, "Yo, I'm working with Tierra Marie," when you over at Def Jam, like,
Yeah,
just
man.
even from back in those days. So like, where does this come from? Like,
man, again, man, I take everything with a grain of salt. You know, it's just your effort. Man, hopefully we can try to, do our best and make this thing happen, and hopefully change a person's life. I get nothing better as a reward out of life, just seeing someone succeed. Like, man, see a Beyonce become bigger than life and know I had something to do with it.
yeah,
It's like cool as fuck.
yeah.
Or to break Chris Brown. You know what I'm saying?
We ain't even get into that.
Yeah, like, I mean, I'm just happy for Chris, you know what I'm saying? Just to see where he's at. You know,
Right.
he got 3 kids. Like, I can't, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, that's cool.
Yeah.
For
those that
see
don't know,
Rihanna-
not those that don't know, he did write and produce, not executive produce, but you wrote the first
Run It,
2
Give Me
singles.
That,
Yo,
Ain't No
excuse
Way,
me.
Wall to Wall.
Yeah, just for people that don't,
Yeah.
if you under a rock, you know what I'm saying. But my bad. Go ahead, bro.
Yeah, man, it's just, that's the beautiful part about it for me. You know what I mean? I just get a kick out of it, man. It's like, he grown now, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I met him as a kid, man. Never forget his face, you know what I mean? Never forget his smile, man, never.
Yeah,
Now he got his own little kids, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm also, man, just happy to see, through his battles, through his his ups and downs, man, he doing what he love to do. Like, I'm so happy to see him on tour and stuff around the world. Man, it's great to be loved, man. It's
Right.
great to be loved. It's great to be appreciated. Man, it's, I like helping to see artists grow, man.
right.
Because it helps you grow too, mentally and spiritually. You know what I'm saying? Because you can look at all your plaques and shit on the wall. You can look at all your accomplishments, or you can look at all your material things. But at the end of the day, it's like, who life did you change? Or who life did you help? You know what I'm saying?
Did you ever have any expectations when you were doing that?
Uh-huh.
You just did it.
I ain't have no expectations. I mean, there's really nothing to expect from trying to do great. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
The only expectation is to be appreciated. You just want to be appreciated. That's the part I think people miss about life. It's just everybody just want to be acknowledged. You know what I'm saying? It's like everybody just, and that's what people miss. It's like, man, you really did this shit because you was 12 years old and you wanted to get on stage and dance and sing and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You just wanted people to know. It's like your kid, like your parents, like, hey, my baby can sing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Or my baby can play ball. Or my baby's smart. You know, so you want people to appreciate that. So it's just like, feel like it's just important for me to talk to younger people and try to give them the best advice I possibly can every time I get a chance to. So that's my message. Just, there's a lot to gain from giving
Yeah.
versus taking.
Yeah.
There's a lot of people out here that be taking this shit. And those are the people that's very unhappy within themselves. Because they know they've been taken from people. You know what I'm saying? It's like, you're where you're at, but what matters? Because you know what? If you end up having children, then what? Because the world is going to be the world regardless. And you ain't going to be able to control how people treat your kids. No matter what you might think. Because I know some kids out here wanted to be as successful as their parents. But they're not. and they don't have the respect, and they don't, and that hurts.
Mm.
You know what I mean? God, as they say, God moves in mysterious ways.
Mm.
But, you know, I just think the most important thing in life, man, is to stay positive. I truly mean that, because staying positive keeps you level-headed. I feel like when you allow negativity to really get in your soul and your spirit, it causes you to do things that you might not really want, that you may not be happy about later. So I try to keep a positive sense of thinking, even if I got to deal with some shit. You know what I'm saying? That don't make you, people get positive thinking confused with being real. You still can handle some shit if it get to that, you know what I'm saying? But just trying to look at things from the most positive perspective and positive angle, I think gives you a balance.
Sean Garrett.
Yeah.
With the jewels of the century.
With the heart, man. Just speaking from the heart, brother.
Where we at now with it? You, of course, the Dream Team just got back together. You, Usher, and Lil Jon.
Yeah.
Dropped the record Glue, which is going crazy right now. Where we stand with everything right now? What's on deck?
Man, just celebrating, actually. You know what I'm saying?
Celebration tour,
man. Just enjoying everything that God has given me and blessed me with. I'm thankful that I'm healthy. My family's healthy. And man, COVID, man, just getting back in shape too, man. I always pride myself on like looking my best, and boy, I swear, like COVID, man, have me eating all kind of shit. So I know y'all have seen me a little juicy in the cheeks, but nah, man, I'm getting back to that.
No, I've known you to be a gym rat though.
Yeah, man. I got a little happy, man. I got a little happy, had a little fun. I'm back to business.
Okay.
Getting ready to do a tour this summer.
Okay.
Working on my new EP, putting my new EP out this summer.
Okay.
Man, I miss the fans. I miss the stage.
Yeah. That ain't never going nowhere.
Nah. It's time to get back to it though, man. It's time to get back on stage. Do some great music. Share with some more people around the world. You know what I'm saying?
I love it.
I want to go and just work with different artists. Like, I'm a fan of a few artists right now I really like.
Yeah.
I really love SZA. Love Doja Cat. I like those two artists because they are pushing the boundaries, I feel. I feel like SZA is just, man, she can't do no wrong for me.
Right.
I love how she's been able to intertwine her abilities, but at the same time, she has this sense of humbleness in her music. Like, I've heard some people say, make certain comments about her perspective. I won't say it, but I actually appreciate it. I will say it. I felt like some people have said that, like, she speaks from the side chick perspective.
Okay.
Right, in her music.
Okay.
But I love it, actually. I feel like that's a very humble place. Because her music comes off as like she just doesn't necessarily, like, I feel like she doesn't always talk like she's in control.
Gotcha.
Her vulnerability, I really love it. I think we need more of that. Kind of today. It's like the human side, I don't know, man. Today maybe I'm just having one of those days. I just think being a human, and there's a power in like understanding your vulnerability. You know what I'm saying? There's a power in knowing yourself to the point where, like, you're not giving up on yourself, you're not quitting, you're not being weak, you're just acknowledging God, right? And realizing that everything ain't gonna be perfect. Yeah, that person hurt me. Trying to get back, trying to get my bearings. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And That's power.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because the worst you can do is to kill. The worst you can do is to kick me down. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But you can't keep me down.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right. Question: what are your thoughts on a lot of songwriters and artists that sell their publishing to these hedge fund companies, etc.? What's your take on that?
It depends on how you look at life and how you build business and like how do you think you want to maneuver.
Right.
Because there's a challenge of like you build business to sell.
Right.
And then, everybody has a perspective, right? Of like trying to hold on to something forever.
Mm-hmm.
Eventually, you're not going to be able to hold on to it forever.
Right.
You're just not.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, that's just, you know what I mean? They sold Rockefeller.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
One day, they're going to sell Sony,
Right. Right.
So it's just life, man. It's just evolution is real.
Okay.
You have to evolve. You have to grow. And you have to move forward. Moving forward doesn't mean moving on, which means you lose yourself. It just means you got to move forward, and you gotta keep creating content. You got to keep creating that catalog. You make one and sell one and make another one, sell that one, make another one.
Okay.
That's how I look at it. You know what I'm saying? But I think a lot of times it's just your perspective of what you feel like your game plan is. That's how I look at it.
Trendsetter.